Getting the late call-up won't really matter for someone like Anthony Wakeme. We've been watching him somehow over the last 1 year for Upper Beersheba alongside John Ogu in the Europa League, Champions League playoffs, even up until now. Apart from, I mean, the goal he scored last week in the first leg against Maribor, the cracker, like, you know what? You can't keep overlooking a player like this. Yeah. He has to, you know, probably be a part of your national team setup, especially considering the fact that we've struggled in front of goal lately, you know, in our international games. So, I mean, I like the fact that he's been called up. Okay. Come prove yourself. He's big, he's huge. Yep. He has that kind of mode of an Odioni Gallo or even, what's his name now? We have some big, you know, very tough strikers. I think that's what we need against Cameroon, really. I'm not saying don't use the small boys or the small size guys. But then again, in Wakeme, that physicality will be key. You know, if Cameroon can boast of a Vincent Abubakar, I think we should also be able to boast of an Anthony Wakeme or even an Odion Igalo. So I like the fact that he's in the setup, but he's merited his call-up. We didn't just, somebody's playing in Israel. Yeah. We've seen him play. We've seen him score goals week in, week out. And let him just come here and prove his worth, really. Best player in Israel last year as well, remember that. That's why you can't rule him off the team or take him out of the team. I mean, Eyama was in the national team in his prime while playing at Israel as the best player and all of that. So it's pretty good for us.
Okay.
So hopefully Cecilia looks disturbed about this handbag.
No, not really. Come on, I'm just like, you know, you talked about, I'm like, is he going to make the final list? I'm still concerned.
It's not final list. It's just 23. You have 23 for the game.
It's either going to be in the starting lineup
or be on the bench
or in the stand.
No, we're going to have 18 players finally, right?
It doesn't have to be.
18. Yeah. I mean, you're going to have 11 starting. You may not even make the bench because we've seen some players coming in and 20 minutes.
That's why I said, you know what, I mentioned it earlier. Come to the camp. Unfortunately, we don't even have much time because the game is next Friday. So they will probably get to camp on Monday, Sunday, Monday, train for about 2-3 days, and then go into the game. But let's see. Come to the camp, prove yourself.
That's what he has to do.
That's what he has to do. He has other players who are regulars, in quotes. The likes of Moses Simon or Johnny Gallo, Kelechi Iheanacho, who is still battling match fitness.
That's what I'm thinking.
He
might just go with those players because he doesn't have to already and doesn't really have the time to look at everybody and pick the one he wants to pick.
It's whatever you do at the training, as far as I'm concerned, that should determine who starts.
Absolutely, and he's in great form. We can't deny that. 4 goals in
Except
6.
he comes to you and then...
Yeah. Okay. So it's all on him now, basically.
It's all on him. Come here, prove yourself. And let's see if he gets the nod, really.
Okay, so that's it for the Super Eagles. That's the list that will prosecute that match against Cameroon. That's ahead of the 2018 FIFA World Cup. Let's get on with the show now and talk the UEFA Champions League second leg playoff tonight between Liverpool and Hoffenheim. Rotimi, Liverpool 2-1 up from the first leg in Germany. You would expect them to just see this one out and qualify for the main event.
Definitely. I think we're going to have a repeat of Nice-Napoli in this game. Napoli got a healthy 2-goal advantage in the first leg and then went to France yesterday and scored another 2. I think Liverpool will be big enough or will be too strong enough, rather, to do that against Hoffenheim as well. Hoffenheim have lost it at home, and I think it's done and dusted.
Really? Okay, let's go and take pre-match thoughts of Jurgen Klopp ahead of tonight's UEFA Champions League playoff match against Hoffenheim.
He can't, because on top he's now ill. How one other player too, what he was not that, with him it was not that serious, so he was back on training today. If he would start tomorrow, it would take time because there's no training for a long time meanwhile, and so no idea in this moment. That we would have to check in a moment when he's back. The main difference between this game and the game last week is that now everybody knows about the quality of Hoffenheim. I knew it before, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people in England didn't expect the quality of Hoffenheim they saw, and that's now clear for me. It's half-time. And half-time, you have to adjust things. You have to change things in the right direction. The first game was good enough to get a result. The second game needs to be better. So that's how it is.
You're welcome back to Channel Sport this morning. That was a Jurgen Klopp speaking ahead of tonight's very crucial match against Hoffenheim in the UEFA Champions League playoff. And Rotimi, like you said, this is done and dusted. Yeah. But you have to be careful going into this kind of game because complacency might actually just, you know...
like what we saw in Aston Celtic?
Celtic, they almost threw it away. So they have to be very careful right there. Some other results from the UEFA Champions League, Aston Celtic, like you mentioned now, Rotimi, Celtic progressed comfortably at the end of the day after a minor scare. So we'll be seeing Celtics in the main, Celtic of Scotland in the main events. You also have Olympiacos, and Olympiacos, no surprise there at all. They're a very good side. They're always perpetual competitors in the UEFA Champions League. Apollo Beersheva, you talked about that one. Painful loss, 1-0, away goal, which they considered last week as, you know, ended up being their too bad for John Ogu and Anthony Wakeme. Elsewhere, Nice and Napoli, as well to Napoli going through, while Sevilla, wow, that was a tight one. 4-3 on aggregate.
I think this is what will happen in the Liverpool game.
Okay.
If at all Hoffenheim is going to put up a fight, they won't get a win at Anfield. Sevilla won 2-1 in Turkey. Yeah. It's enough. So Liverpool will go through.
So it's enough for them to go through.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll find out tonight. Yeah.
CSK Moscow and Young Boys, CSK Moscow leading by 1-0. Copenhagen and Karabag also leading by 1-0. Just see how that will go tonight. So each of them still have a chance to pull through to the next round. If they can, what they did, talk about Liverpool, that will play Hoffenheim again later tonight.
Yes, that's the big game.
That's a big game we'll be looking forward to. Okay, still you have Star Bucharest and Sporting Lisbon, goalless, and then in the first one, Liverpool and Hoffenheim, of course, the one you talked about, 2-1. Right, we'll go for a break now. We'll come back. We'll be looking at the papers and also take a look at wrestling, what's happening at the World Championship in Paris.